Dear students, we already have learned about entrepreneurial school of thought of strategic management and its premises and its foundations. In this video, we will see some criticism on the entrepreneurial school of thought. The composition of this video will be, first of all, we will see some overview on the criticism of entrepreneurial school of thought, and then we will see some point-by-point discussion in the literature on the criticism on the entrepreneurial school of thought. So first of all, we will see some overview of the criticism. So the first point is key decisions concerning the strategy and operations are together centralized in the office of Chief Executive Officer. This is a very important point to consider, that all the decisions are centralized and are taken mainly in the office of CEO or by CEO, which means that all the decisions are formulated, all the strategies are formulated in the office of CEO or by the CEO and are implemented all over the organization under the entrepreneurial school of thought. The second point is the strategy is formulated on the vision of CEO. By the vision of CEO, we mean that the CEO has certain idea about organization, and he is concerned about that idea, that how the organization will be operating in the near future. And on the basis of that vision, the CEO developed different kind of strategies under the entrepreneurial school of thought. Before going into the detail of the point-by-point discussion on the criticism of entrepreneurial school of thought, we must know that the criticism is not on the entrepreneurial process or entrepreneurship itself, but it is on the vision, which is the basic part of the entrepreneurial school of thought. And the vision is basically concerned with the viewpoint of the CEO in the organization. So first point here is the advice to form a vision is neither concrete enough to be useful, nor it is possible when the future is unknowable. It means that this is possible for a CEO to predict the future for a certain short period of time, but this may not be possible for the CEO when organization is operating in an unstable environment where there are certain dynamic situations, or the organization is operating in a turbulent environment. So this may not be possible for a CEO to predict the future and to develop a vision in unknowable situations. The second point is vision can fix managers too tightly in one direction. It means that CEO has certain thought or thinking about the organization and how this organization will be operating in near future. This means that it fixes the manager thinking as well, that how the organization will be operating in the near future. It hinders the creativity and innovation and new ideas in the organizations. The third point is vision places tremendous burden and unrealistic burden on the leader, which means that all of the duty is with the CEO to develop the strategy. So in this situation, this is unrealistic and tremendous burden on the leader to process all kind of information which is available inside the organization or outside the organization, and to develop or formulate a strategy on the basis of the vision and all the information available. So this kind of information puts extra pressure, an unrealistic pressure on the leader. The fourth point is it distracts attention from what people are really doing when successfully handle unknowable future, learning and political interaction. It means that when we are very concerned with the vision of the CEO, we are too tightly concerned with that vision or that guideline provided by the CEO. It means that we are not focusing on other aspects and other people, what they are doing, their innovative and the creative practices, which I have already discussed. So this picture well elaborates that there are certain harmful consequences of the vision. This picture well elaborates it. This picture tells us that there are certain kind of things that may be possible with the vision. Number one is it has a limited vision and we cannot predict the future. We may not be able to see beyond this point. So certain kind of information is available with the leader or with the CEO, but he may not be able to see beyond a limited point of time, and it's an inability of human being. The second point is all of the information is processed by CEO, and in this case the CEO is overburdened. No one other person is allowed to process all other information or contribute in the development or the formulation of the strategy in the entrepreneurial school of thought. So this is also the harmful consequence of the vision. The third is this is a unidirectional approach, which tells us that we have this lens available with us, and beyond this lens we cannot see. This is the one thing, and we may not be able to see in another direction other than this. So it means that it is a unidirectional kind of approach, and we may not be able to see other people as well. And the last point is there are blinders to the innovative practices, as I have already discussed it with you, that in this process where the entrepreneurial school of thought is used and where the CEO is processing all kind of information, this puts a blinder to the innovative practices and people by focusing only in the one direction, and which is provided by the CEO of the organization. So there are some concluding remarks on the entrepreneurial school of thought and its criticism. Entrepreneurial school of thought is a descriptive school of thought, which tells us that how the strategy is actually formulated. So it provides us a good baseline for upcoming schools, and it also tells us that how the strategy is formulated in the entrepreneurial organizations where there are only CEOs and there are only leaders, and that may take the decision for the organization. This is a good contributor in the body of knowledge of strategic management.